We're here with David CasT in Ithaca, New York. David, I hope you wouldn't mind showing me how to make the proper espresso, please.
Well, you've come to the right place. As is now known worldwide, I do make some of the best espresso.
Well, that's what I heard. I am Robert McCloud, and you are David CasT, and so I want you to show me the best.
You got it.
All right. What do we do first?
All right, first we got to grind some beans.
Okay.
Because the secret of making great coffee, great espresso, is that everything has to be fresh. So I have freshly roasted beans, and they're here in my burr grinder, and I'm about to grind some beans.
Well, before we start, I just want to ask you, what is the difference between coffee and espresso?
Well, espresso is a style of coffee.
Okay.
And espresso is finely ground coffee beans, and the espresso bean itself is roasted very dark. So the flavor is very strong, although that roasting actually does remove a lot of the caffeine.
So are you saying that coffee may per se be stronger than the espresso, but the desired effect is quite unique?
Indeed. There you go.
Okay. Well, let's get started. You answered my question.
All right. So we got to grind up some beans.
Okay.
We're grinding. Takes just a minute. Grind away. You all right?
Yeah.
Beans are ground.
We took a little walk earlier around the Cayuga Lake. Is that where we are?
We're at Cayuga Lake.
Cayuga Lake, yeah. Pretty beautiful scene out there.
Yeah, man. Smell that.
Whoa. What am I smelling?
You're smelling freshly ground espresso beans. So, this particular machine is a Pavoni, which is from Italy, and
the kind of retro?
Well, it's a modern machine that looks kind of retro.
Does it matter if it's made out of steel? Can you tell me that?
No, it does not. As long as it's got a good pump and a good mechanics in it.
He says a good pump. Can I get a pump?
Oh! All right, so loading up
espresso, ground beans. They say if you vomit and it's like coffee grinds, you might have some internal bleeding. Have you heard that, David?
I have never heard that, no.
Oh, it gets worse than that. Did you know if you have constipation, that you can actually vomit a BM?
I have never heard such a thing, and I would prefer if I never hear it again. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, now we're drinking espresso.
Right, exactly.
Okay, back on tap. What are we doing?
All right, now we're tamping those coffee grinds.
How do you spell it? T-A-P?
T-A-M-P.
T-A-M-P.
Tamping.
Like a tamp stamp.
Sure. So we're tamping the grinds, and that is compacting them into the basket.
All right.
What
does this do?
Well, the reason for that is you don't want the water to go through too quickly. You want it to be able to get all the flavor out of the coffee. And the other thing that the tamping does is having these coffee grounds all compacted means that water goes through slowly enough that that's where you get the froth on the top, which is called the crema.
The crema. We want the froth on the top.
You got to have the crema.
The cramp on the stand.
Exactly. That too. All right, so we're ground, we're loaded, we're tamped.
All right.
Now I'm going to make us a couple of espressos.
Bring it on.
Espresso cups.
Right, okay. Why are the cups so little?
Because
why are the cups so little?
Because you only want. The thing about espresso is it's very concentrated.
Oh man, it's got to know his limitations.
Concentrated coffee, so it's thicker, it's got more flavor than a drip coffee, but you don't need as much and you don't want as much.
Oh, you don't want as much.
No. You gotta drink it while it's hot. So
Baby steps.
yeah. So ready?
Okay, well, I'm ready.
All right. We're firing it up.
Okay.
Water's going through.
Water is going through.
Coming
That's
out.
the crema, right? The crema.
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 Yeah.
Oh,
Central New Yorkers say crema.
okay.
In Europe they say creme.
Crema. Okay. Whatever you're saying, this espresso is going to give us some kind of a what for, right?
Exactly. Wet for on the taste buds and
Wet for. Is it wet for or a what for?
what for?
Okay.
Depends on.
What are we doing again? Espresso. Okay.
It could be a wet for, depends on where you put it.
Oh.
All right.
Hope there's no children out in the audience.
Here we have two freshly
Oh.
squoze espressos with some beautiful crema.
Oh, my God. Can you bring it over to my puppet mouth a little bit? Let me just take a sip here. Ah!
What do you think of that?
No. That is a what for and a wet for on one.
There you
How
go.
about you? You going to drink it?
Yes, sir. Cheers. As we say in my country, nice driveway.
Oh, yeah. All right. This has been Robert McCloud and David CasT out in Ithaca, New York, along the Cayuga waters. Signing off with a wet for. Woo!
Bon voyage.